Kaylee, what are you doing here?
Good morning, Topeka High.
Hey,
I'm Kaylee.
whoa. What are you doing?
Doing the morning report.
No. It's ours.
Your
today.
home.
Yeah. Get out of here, my little girl. Better go home. Yeah. Okay, bye. Bye.
Could you believe that nerve?
That's what I'm saying. Good morning, Topeka High School. I'm Isabel.
And I'm Addison.
And this is your morning report. Before we get going this morning, we need to remind all Trojans that even though we're in an unusual schedule, the amount of homework and materials that must be covered hasn't changed. Be sure to utilize the time on Wednesday to complete assignments and keep your grades up.
Every Wednesday, whether online or after disconnecting with your teacher's approval, it is still school hours. Many are already letting their grades slip, so keep this in mind and keep working, Trojans.
The Kansas Central bus system has made changes that meet initial transportation needs midday. Now, students who qualify for bus transportation will receive transportation to and from school for members of groups A and B.
Remember that a face mask is required when riding district transportation. Students who fail to comply with this safety requirement will not be allowed to ride the bus.
Trojans, all students who drive to school must have a parking permit to park on school grounds. You can obtain a parking permit in the campus police office right off the main entrance in the foyer. All students must park in the western lot. The south lot is reserved for staff only this year.
Trojan bobbleheads can be purchased for just $15 from Miss Brower or Miss Heavner in room 233B or Miss McPherson in Student Services room 128. You can also get them online at this link.
In case you missed it, this year's homecoming queen nominees are Krishayla Adams, Zoe Carroll, Zara Ghazi, Nevaeh Mays, and Marissa Bell Munoz.
For king, Colhan Carr, Jeff Moore, Marco Hidalgo, Nazim Phillips, and Douglas Zilch.
This year's theme is Homecoming Under Wraps. Tomorrow is Black and Gold Day remotely.
Speaking of homecoming, share your HOCO Spirit pictures with the yearbook. Scan the QR code right here to get the Google Forms or tag the yearbook on Instagram at t.s.h.yearbook. The best dressed person will be selected each day to attend the homecoming assembly in person.
A group, oh my gosh.
Did they just interrupt us?
Yes, they did.
Where were we?
Okay.
This year's theme is Homecoming Under Wraps.
Tomorrow is Black.
And speaking of yearbooks, it's not too early to order your 2021 yearbooks. This is going to be a historical yearbook, not only because of the pandemic, but because it's Topeka High's 150th anniversary. This will be a very special book.
Order yours today at Balfour.com or in the Topeka High business office. The cost is $60. Don't have it all? Pay $20 now, pay $20 in a few months, and $20 by the end of the year.
Ah! Aren't you pissed?
Oh, don't worry. I'm taking notes about A group right now.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
This year's theme is Homecoming Under Wraps.
Tomorrow is Black and Gold Day remotely.
Thursday is Homecoming Under Construction, so wear a hard hat. And day gold clothes.
The assembly will be held twice on Thursday. To accommodate these assemblies, Thursday and Friday will be switched this week, with Thursday A group attending 2, 6, 8, then Trojan time in the morning. B group will start with Trojan time, then attend 2, 6, and 8 to end the afternoon.
Friday will be 1, 3, 5, and 7 in the morning for A group, and B will be the same in the afternoon.
Royalty crowning will be completed before the football game on Thursday night. This will also be available for viewing via a live feed.
Now we go to lunch with
Ava and Kira!
Welcome back to What You Eatin'. I'm Ava.
And I'm Kira, and on Tuesday you'll be having a Cinema Crispitos, carrots, and fresh fruit.
On Wednesday for Grab and Go, you'll be having a Cocoa Cherry Bar, a Thriller Pepperoni Personal Pizza, ranch green beans, and a blue raspberry applesauce cup.
And on Thursday you'll be having animated chicken bites, a dinner roll, wedge fries, and again, fresh fruit.
And that's What You Eatin'.
The morning report is proud to announce the officers for this year's Black Student Union.
They are President Kyla Chandler, Vice President Jada Fulton, and Talea Thomas is the Secretary and Treasurer.
If you're interested in becoming a member, contact Mr. Plunkett at extension 3181 or Ms. Sims at 3172.
Scholars Bowl season has begun.
Scholars Bowl, the most dangerous sport.
Where you match over subjects like dead celebrities, literature, science and health, history, fine arts, and math.
We'll be competing against the likes of Blue Valley,
Lawrence High School,
Washburn Rural,
Emporia,
St. James Academy,
Manhattan.
The small but mighty Care Barrel.
Come to Scholars Bowl. We'd love to have you, even if you're remote.
And if you'd like to join Scholars Bowl, show those schools who's boss. Check the link in the morning report's description to sign up, or talk to Mr. Smith in room 230 after school. We'll see you there.
We want to give a shout out to our Trojan State tennis qualifiers, flanked by coaches Lyon and Pomeroy. From left to right are Haley Carpenter, Lauren De La Isla, and the Morning Report's own Addison Carroll!
Hey, that's me, guys, hey!
That's all we have for you, Topeka High, and remember,
It's a great day to be a Trojan!
Hi y'all, this is Nevaeh.
This is Douglas.
And we are your homecoming king and queen candidates.
This is Krishayla.
And this is Marco.
Hey.
This is Zara.
And this is Naz.
And we're your 2020 homecoming
This is Colehan.
This is Marissa Bell.
And we're the 2020 homecoming candidates.
This is Zoe Carroll.
And this is Jeff Moore.
And we're your candidates for THS 2020 homecoming.
My favorite THS moment had to be my sophomore year when the seniors did a prank on second floor with the water balloons.
And my favorite THS memory would definitely have to be last year basketball season. The energy we brought as a student section and the success of the team was just unmatched.
My favorite T-High memory is probably when we went down, like after the run of the halls, we go down to the band room and everybody crowds together and then the drum line plays and everybody just gets super turned before the game, before we go to class. That's probably my favorite memory.
That's a good one. My favorite TI memory is probably when we went to Derby last year for football and the bus broke down on the side of the highway. That was funny.
My favorite Topeka High memory is the Hayden versus Topeka High soccer game.
And my favorite memory here was the water balloon fight on the second floor. Yeah.
I think my favorite T-High memory is when I crowd surfed at the football game. That was fun, besides thinking everybody was going to drop me, but it was really fun.
My favorite T-High memory is when I went to prom my sophomore year with Lynn and Lavender. After prom and prom was the funnest time ever.
My favorite T-High memory is beating Manhattan in football last year. We weren't expected to win, and once we did, the atmosphere was so electric, I'll never forget it.
My favorite T-High memory is going to state for softball last year. Winning regionals, knowing that one pitch to strike a girl out to go to state for the first time in 14 years was absolutely amazing.
So Naz, what's a song that best describes you?
I think a song that best describes me would probably be like The Greatest by Rod Wave, just because I want to strive to be great. What about you?
Mine would probably be Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar, because I love Kendrick Lamar and he's just speaking facts in the song.
A song that would describe me best would definitely have to be Bounce Back by Big Sean, because I mean, I've taken a lot of L's, but I always bounce back somehow.
My song to describe me would have to be Just Fine by Mary J. Blige, because she just describes her living her best life.
So a song that I think describes me is Ghost Town by Kanye. The first time I heard that song, I wasn't knowing what to expect, so pretty good song, check it out.
A song that describes me is, I think, Down Below by Roddy Ricch. It shows that, like, no matter, like, where you come from, no matter how much people doubt you, you can still get up on the top.
A song that describes me would be Brace Face by Rod Wave, because I got braces. Can't see them right now, but I got them.
A song that describes me is probably Opposite of Adults by Chitty Bang, because it's about being childish, and I'm kind of childish.
My song that best describes me is You're Welcome from Moana. My family's a huge Disney family, and whenever my mom and I travel for softball tournaments, we always listen to this song.
A song that best describes me is TNT by AC/DC. It's not really my music style, but every time on the way to my Pee Wee games, my dad would play it on repeat because it's funny.
Hey Zara, what's a word that best describes you?
I would say supportive, because I think I'm a pretty supportive person. What about you?
For me, I think it would be lanky. I'm kind of tall and skinny, so I think that fits my description pretty well.
A word that describes me is determined.
And a word that would describe me would be ambitious.
I think a word that describes me is gregarious.
I say a word that describes me is authentic.
One word to describe me is fabulous.
One word that describes me is big. Everything I do it big.
Douglas, what do you think a word to describe yourself would be?
I think that one of the words to describe myself would definitely be determined, because even if it's not always the best situation and I'm making the best decision, I'm always determined to get to the end of it. Nevaeh, what's a word you would use to describe yourself?
One word to describe myself would probably be strong, because I just been through a lot, but I still smile.